Man, it's been quite the day today. Um, it's February 11th. It's the 11th of February. Um, yeah, I'm just stressed out. I mean, it's kind of bizarre. It's kind of bizarre how these past 2 months went. Just a lot of shit. I'm learning a lot though, because what's happening is there's so many like unknown things happening in my life right now. It's very unpredictable compared to like June to November, where I was doing the exact same thing every day, and I was pretty much just doing the same thing every day, and I could see what was in front of me, and obviously there was problems, but I was just working on one thing, so it's completely different. I see everything as like, oh, this is different and I'm learning from it, rather than looking at it at a perspective where I'm like, I'm regressing and like I'm not performing as well and I'm just like getting worse. Because obviously I kind of don't regress. Like if I've been good at something in a certain condition, I won't stray away from it. The only reason I will go down, I guess, and like a very obvious metric, I guess you could say, is when like a variable changes, or when I'm learning how to do something. So I see it like that. So but yeah, like the Stripe shit has been fucking me, and also Strike. Two biggest things in the world right there. Also school, honestly, because there is that pressure from my family, and I think I'm really starting to tap into like the pain of my situation, which it's a good thing, because that shit's gonna skyrocket me. It also has some negative effects though. Like, I still have a long way to go in terms of how I handle pain. So like, for example, yesterday, Monday, another horrible day. It's always Mondays, because Mondays, it's after the stress of the entire weekend of strike, because I'm just like so disappointed and almost in denial of like how bad the season's going for me personally. It's a long story. I really don't want to maybe I'll explain it. I probably will explain it. Bro, if this is the autistic... No, it's not. It's a guy with a dog. Yeah, I might explain it later, as soon as I pass this guy. Hopefully I pass him, but... What was I saying? Yeah, also just striking the payment processor shit is really fucking me right now. And then... let me get into what I did today. So today, Mondays is where all the stress is done, and I'm just there to process it. And it's also the day where my week will start. So there's another angle of stress hitting me, which is like all the shit I gotta do. So the result is I just don't do anything. Give me a second, boy. What's up? I knew it was him. That guy's a really nice guy. He's actually a really nice guy. Man, it also sucks, bro, because like I love just being social and nice to people, but going through this stage of my life, it's really hard, because I'm putting all my focus in my problems, and it's still not enough. As little of the victim mentality I want to show, because I hate the victim mentality. Sucks. It's not good for any reason. But even me trying to stay away from that, like, all I gotta say is that, yeah, I'm focusing on my problems and trying to solve them. And the biggest like shortcomings in my life at the moment and it's still just not, like, it's not skyrocketing, you know? Yeah, it will, to be honest. But what I was saying is that Mondays are the worst because after the weekend, you're just fucked because the stress, and the weekends just suck right now because it's literally strike, and I'm not having a good time, which I'll explain later. But, and then it's also Monday, so it's like I come back, I don't even have a clear thing to do. It's just like solving a bunch of stressful problems. It just overwhelms me. I just end up sitting in bed. I'm just like, fuck. I end up numbing the pain by looking at content. So that's that explained. I'm just gonna go right into the I'm pretty much just gonna go over what I did today. I'm speaking quietly because there's fucking neighbors that open their house doors and just like are looking at me. It kind of sucks, but I don't walk here as often because I honestly my social anxiety, I hate that word because it's just such a buzzword. The social anxiety is just through the roof because of my perception of myself and just the amount of pain I'm in. But I digress. So today, after a horrendous Monday, I did a lot of shit. So I woke up, I low-key had that stress in the morning, so I did not get out of bed super early. I woke up at 6:30. I went back to sleep till about 9:30. Or actually, no. I went to sleep till about 9. I got out of my bed at 9. I did campaign tracking. I didn't do any hiring stimuli. I didn't work out either. I did a homework assignment, I believe. Yeah, I did a homework assignment. I made a decent amount of progress in the payment processor alternative bullshit. I just call it Stripe bullshit. I did a decent amount of progress. I actually got authorized to Authorize.net, and I sent my partner the info. He's gonna try to get set up there, and I also do want to look for a backup because it's not the best option. I bet it could work. I also called support today for that option, and it looked really good. And I called the payment processor about it, so I have a really good idea of what it looks like. It looks like it's pretty solid, but to be completely frank, I'm just preparing for the absolute shittiest situation that these guys are just gonna shut us down, which I don't think should happen. It really shouldn't. But I'm preparing for the fucking worst of the worst right here. Worst of the worst here. So yeah, that was good. I also I kind of anticipated this gonna be a project, but kind of not, because at the same time I heard Owen having hella problems with emails. At the same time, I see a lot of people just saying send a bunch of emails, it's easy as fuck, it's high level and all that shit. So I went for emails for my outreach team. I knew in the back of my head it might be a hassle, but at the same time I was like, it might not be a hassle. It's a little bit of a hassle, let me just say that. So today I researched all about emails. I set up a Zoho account. I bought a domain. So I'm a fucking liar. I didn't buy a domain. I'm using the Grove Guru domain. I bought 4 emails. Okay, I bought four customized email accounts with my domain with Zoho. I was going to do GoDaddy, but GoDaddy is just fucking expensive. It's ridiculous. It is actually sickening how expensive GoDaddy is. So I bought GoDaddy emails, and then I refunded immediately. And then I bought Zoho emails, And tonight, right before I recorded this email, I actually set everything up. So that's actually done. So what? So now I sent my today I also made a cold email stimuli V1. So that's pretty exciting. But yeah, so I sent my outreach members, the emailers, I sent them the emails. So I currently have a limit of 2, but I think that's going to increase, obviously. For now I have 2 accounts for 2 people. I think that's fair enough. I sent them the stimuli and I sent them the emails. So kind of huge progress. Not gonna lie, kind of huge progress. They also have access to go high level. So it should not be done manually, to be frank. And yeah, good shit. And I also, in terms of what I watched on my phone, I watched a lot of content. I was just so stressed out, man. It's just cope for the stress, right? But this week I've watched a lot of David Goggins, because not for the motivation, because he is used for a lot, because he tends to yell and be motivational, but I really just wanted to see his story, because what I've learned over the course of time is that people who are really like hardworking, all that shit, normally they have people who are like hardcore, they usually have a crazy story. They usually have a good story. What I mean by that is that they have a story that I could learn from. So stories, any story of someone going through a really fucking like fucked up situation and going to somewhere else, like that's something I could really learn from. Because I'm in a semi-fuck situation and I want to get out of it, right? And obviously the only thing standing in my way is solving these problems and just doing more. So, and like how to emotionally navigate it, because like, I do think that the biggest bottleneck within myself is not knowing exactly what to do when I face like really bad hardship. And I'm really good at facing hardship, but there's levels to everything, man. And the level I'm at right now, if I was a few levels higher, I would be able to navigate the hardship I've been through, and I would have been able to accomplish a lot more. And by this time that I'm recording this video, I would have been somewhere else, you know? So that's probably the biggest bottleneck, if I'm being honest. I'm gonna put my foot down and watch all the self-T videos. I'm facing some resistance because I think to myself that they're not gonna help that much, but I think they will. I just gotta get myself to actually do it. And yeah, there's obviously little fires to solve as well, like continuing on the payment processor alternative stuff by just responding to more emails, getting more info, networking more, stuff like that. Fuck me. And then, yeah, that's about it, I think. I'm trying to think what I was gonna say, man. Fuck. Also, tapping into my why is helping a lot, because I'm getting more clarification. Like, I want to meet someone that can be kind of a motherly, loving figure. That'll help a lot. One thing at a time, though. I wanna be presentable before I do that, aka be fit and not fat. That's it on my mind right now. I can't think of anything. I'll probably have more to say tomorrow, and I'm going to try to not be so stressed out and overwhelmed that I just sit in my bed helplessly and painfully. So I'll see you guys later. Unfortunately, I have nothing else. There's a lot more that I want to talk about, but it's not on my mind right now. So see you guys, bye.